Hello and welcome to Cities Skylines. In the very first building video for this game I wanted to create a small winter village on a mountain. The first thing that needed to come into existence is the mountain itself. After a few quick godly moves, the mountainous monstrosity was created and I started carving out a road path on the side of it. The mountain has two levels. The first one is for residences, while the second one is reserved for leisure buildings. I decided to use the gravel road because I wanted to make it seem like a very secretive and remote village on a mountain that can't be accessed that easily. When placing the grid for the residences, the only thing that I knew how to design was the edge of the road, which is going alongside the edge of the mountain. I think placing the road like this makes the village become a part of the mountain instead of simply being on it. As for the inner grid, I dabbled with different things for a bit before realizing that I'm too stupid to create something unusual or magnificent, so I simply connected the road from the existing small grid to the curved edge. Now the smaller blocks next to the main road can be commerce both for the residents and people passing by, while the longer blocks are for residents. The area to the left contains the usual city management buildings, so the village can stay functional, of course. The top is designed similarly to the lower part of the mountain, with the road following the edge, but the inner grid has classic square blocks. The first building I placed was the Christmas tree, and then a couple of others, but the most important part of this entire mountain village is on this edge. The main attraction is the large skiing hill that is right next to the edge of the 1800-meter cliff. People who want to experience some thrill and live on the edge come here and use it. However, usage is limited, and many people who use it didn't use it twice, because they just flew off the ramp and plummeted into their deaths. That isn't the only building in this dangerous area though. Santa's workshop is another, and a government building a third. Santa built his workshop in this place after striking a deal with the gods of Petardia, where he would be allowed to collect the dead and use them to feed his reindeer. Apparently, after a bit of research, he came to the conclusion that feeding his flying deer with human flesh increases their speed tremendously. The government building is used to monitor Santa and other activities in this part of the mountain. This is also where he pays taxes. Luckily for him, the taxes are paid in reindeer feces because of the nature of their diet. The feces are actually extremely valuable to the gods. Word is going around that they are building a world full of poop humans somewhere, but I can't confirm anything. Let's get back to the leisure buildings. I placed a Snow Castle restaurant right next to the fishing pond. The restaurant has one of the freshest fish that can be found in Petardia thanks to their illegal hunting of the fish from the pond. Nobody suspects a thing though. The air is quite thin up here, so people get very stupid very quickly. Then suddenly I got a mind call from Santa himself. He told me he likes kids. And of course I told him to stop fucking around and get to the point. Basically he wanted to kill kids, because when children's bodies fall such a large distance, they don't shatter as much as adults do, which then improves the quality of the meat that the deer eat. Since Santa is a beloved dude, I had to do what he asked, so I extended the mountain right next to the skiing hill and placed a small sledding hill for kids. Now both adults and kids can get killed, Santa can feed his deer, and the gods can receive that much needed poop very efficiently. The main area has a ton of winter sport arenas and a government building where the betting will take place. People will mostly come to this mountain to watch winter sports and bet. The betting is all very high-end and illegal. Winnings are highly rewarding, while losses can be quite deadly. Losers are required to pick between a bear, horse and deer, and depending on their pick, they are then brought to the skiing hill and have to slide down with the animal. Given the size of the animals, the momentum is often too large and they both end up dying. The winner gets to enter the Snow Castle's special treatment room that is located behind the restaurant. After successfully stealing the fish from the pond, some of that fish is brought to the sauna and it is used to bring a nice and fresh aroma to the steamy rooms. This special aroma prolongs life for as long as someone is bathing in it, and only winners are allowed to enter it. They are allowed to stay in the room for as long as they want, but the chances of brain damage get increased after about 4 hours. Yes, I said their lives get prolonged, but vegetables are alive as well. So this is the Bear Horse Deer Mountain that inhabits 900 people who are managing the illegal and potentially deadly betting grounds. These 900 residents are among the wealthiest and stupidest people of Petardia, which is a strange combination, but nonetheless true. Some believe that this mountain is Robert Jones's work, considering his interest in bears and poop, but nothing has been proven so far. There are several monuments honoring the Bear Horse Deer trifecta spread across the village, and many tourists come only to see the monuments, but end up gambling and some even lose their lives. Luckily, the economy of this mountain is working so flawlessly that it is likely not going to be possible to dismantle it. Thank you for watching, and make sure to let me know, are you interested in more City Skylines builds, and if you are, do you have any suggestions? I have been Petard, your glorious lord, and may the blessings of Petardia eternally touch your butt.